Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we were going to do something a little different. I actually wanted to film a different video than this, comparing a few different products to sort of something that looks the same in my opinion, but the products are shipping to me still, and one of them's coming from overseas, so it's taking a little longer than I expected, and I really wanted to film a video so, you know, there's something for you guys to see and whatnot. I kind of just felt like filming a video and sitting down and taking some time to play around with some things, which is why I'm doing this right now. So not the video I wanted, but I still kind of haven't seen something like this online. I mean, I'm sure it exists. I didn't search that hard, to be honest, but pigmented eyeshadow that is strictly like loose eyeshadows, loose pigment. I looked for this specific brand. It's called Peaches&cream. Now, it is a brand from the UK, so you can't get it here. I'm pretty sure you can't get it here. Maybe it's in some stores, but anywhere I've looked in Canada, I couldn't find. You can get it from like secondhand stores like Pretty Little Things, but again, I believe that is still UK based, so you will have to pay for shipping, and then it takes several days to get to wherever you're located. Now, Peaches&cream, which is one of the products I'm going to be testing here today, they have an amazing shipping, I guess shipping lead time, if you will. I could order something on Friday night, and they would have, because they're 8 hours, 7 hours, I think, ahead, I would have it by Wednesday. Even if you don't pay for trackable shipping, these guys will have it to your door. That is more than I can say for a lot of other companies. I've ordered some other stuff out of the UK, and it is nowhere as good as this company. This company, Peaches&cream, also this box, this little cute little box is from them as well. You do have to buy it separate unless you buy some of their bundles, which is awesome. I do have another pigment here which we're going to use as well, so just hang tight. This is the box that I have. This is my personal collection of Peaches pigments. So as you can see, I have a lot, and this little thing actually comes out over there, and then there's more on the bottom. Now, I know I look like a crazy person, and why would I ever have this many eyeshadows, or pigmented loose eyeshadows rather, but I don't know, I just kind of, once a collection starts, you know. So I do have a ton. I also have so many that they don't fit in the 50 box. That box holds 50. I have a few more. I did ask them, the boxes are not on their website right now as of filming this video. I did ask them if they were bringing them back. They said they were. They also do brushes, they do contours, they do highlight, a contour, a highlight, and a setting powder. So there is only one of each product, but their brushes, I'm going to be using one today. These are amazing. They don't have specific names, they just go by numbers. So this is a P23, I believe. Yeah, P23. These brushes are amazingly soft, and they're not expensive. The only way they become expensive is shipping. I think the shipping's about, when I converted it to Canadian, $20 or something. But again, it depends on how badly you want the product and how much you like them. I really like these. Like this, I'm going to screw this off, and I do not want to spill this, but hopefully I can tilt this enough. That to me is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm showing the lid because it's sort of flatter and not lumped together, but they have different textures, different chunkiness of their pigments, and this is disco, and these are great. Now, realistically, do you need this many? No, you don't. A lot of these, I have heard, if you mix some of them together, you can get one of the other colors that they are selling as a completely different color name. So mix a few together. I can't remember which ones they were, but I have them all anyways. Just mix a few together and you can arrive at some shades. So if you're good at kind of color matching, you might be able to see that on the website and be like, ah, I can mix these two and get that color, so I don't have to buy 3. I can only buy 2 pots and get 3 colors, sort of thing. The other ones that I have, which I really like, are Wet n Wild. These guys. You get a huge amount, an absolutely huge amount for 2 grams. For not a lot of money. To be honest, these two I got in a bundle from like 3 Christmases ago, so I have no idea what these cost individually. I can't see them being more than $5. And these 2 colors came in the Fire and Ice kit. I think that had something to do with Nikita Dragon. Anyway, even if it did or didn't, I don't know. They're trying to fire sale it off their website now, so you get a whole bunch of makeup for super cheap. I think it's like $19, and originally it was $50, and now it's down to 19 USD, and the colors in there actually are quite nice. So there is that. What's really great about these is if you're clumsy like me, they're not open. Like the Peaches ones are all open. Like if I grab Super Freak, I just tap it a little bit so it sets, so it doesn't, when you start, if you grab Super Freak, that's open, and that's a neon pigment, which I will be bringing these back out again, the neons, because I have another company that I believe is more than likely a competitor of Peaches that I'm going to be comparing the two for personal interest. I want to see which one's better. Now, if you drop this, you can just imagine what your bathroom or your bedroom or anything, drop this on your dog, you can imagine what the item you drop it on is going to look like. So Wet n Wild is a little more forgiving, and they offer like salt shake style tops. So when I say salt shake, I mean like the shakers. So this just comes out in a tiny amount on your hand. You do have to crush it a little bit, I find, in order to get some pigment going. Oh, and if you can hear buzzing in the back, it is like a climb bake in my apartment. So I have a window fan going, because without it, I'm already smoking. I had to close the door back there because of the road noise, because everyone's out on their loud Harleys and motorcycles. It'd be too loud. Oh, it's so hot. So anyways, that one is a silver. I didn't realize that was silver. I did not realize that. When I pulled it out, I kind of keep these in a darker area. When I pulled that out, I thought it was like more of a blue. Let me see if I can find a silver one from the Peaches to compare it to. Oh, disco work. To compare it to. I didn't want to go too crazy because I do have to go out somewhere afterward. So I didn't want to go too nuts on the eyes. I was doing a very natural look today, and this is actually, what is this? Jeffree Star setting powder, which is amazing. Setting powder is amazing. It's a little pricey. I know you probably heard all of that, everything, so I'm not going to break it down, but it's pricey. And then the concealer is also his, which, unpopular opinion, I'm not a fan of the packaging of the concealer. I said it. It's fine. That's personal opinion. Don't come for me. I'm not a fan. There's so much going on the lid. I should have brought it out here. And the little star. My star's still intact. I heard they were falling off. It didn't happen to me, but like the lid is very cumbersome. It's pretty. It's just, for me, if I want to pop that in my purse, it's bulky. But the product works. So anyways, with this, oh, I switched it down. With this pigment, you can see it is actually, it squishes quite nice. Remember how it came out in that sort of clumpy looking? So it squishes quite nice, but you do need a lot of it, and you're not going to get a lot of pigment with that glitter for the amount that I dumped on my hand. You really do need to pour it in the lid, and the reason I don't pour it in the lid is because then you overturn the lid back onto the top of the salt shaker, and then it just goes everywhere. So I'm just going to pat this on. I really wanted to compare it, so let's compare it to Disco now. And I know this video seems like it's all over the place, and truly it kind of is. And I apologize for that. Again, this is not what I wanted to do, but I really felt like sitting down and filming something. Okay, so that's way nicer. There, if you can see it, is the Wet n Wild, which is cheap. It's quite cheap. I think it's about $5, probably US dollars, this whole 2 grams. And these are 5 pounds a piece, maybe 6, which in Canadian is $12 or more. So you're paying $12 for this. I would expect it to be better. I think it's about $12 when you can put conversion. And that is the Peaches at the bottom. And you can see, in my opinion, I'm not sure if my camera will pick that up, Peaches is a lot more pigmented. It's more shiny. It just looks like it has some, like, go. So I'm going to put, let's do one on one eye and one on the other, I think. So because I've now coated my brush in Peaches pigment, I am going to start with this eye, and I will knock the stuff off, and I will put the Wet n Wild on afterward. I actually use a big brush for pigments only because it tends to pick up a lot and it tends to distribute more, because you do need a lot of pigment to get anywhere. If you put on a little bit of pigment, the Loose Eyeshadow, it just looks sloppy. Like, it just looks so, the opacity of it, it's so thin you can almost see the lid through the makeup, which I think looks kind of gross, kind of like you didn't spend a lot of time. So just keep that in mind. You do need quite a bit of pigment or loose eyeshadow if you're going for a really heavy look. Me, I'm not going to go for a super heavy look. I don't want to turn my eyes into Tin Man, so we're just doing light. I don't even know why I chose this color. I just spilled it out first, so that's why we're... And honestly, you probably won't even be able to see this in the camera. I actually... Oops, shit. I mean, darn. I didn't think this through quite a bit because I picked up that color thinking it was more blue, and turns out it's not. Now these, you do get quite a lot of fallout, so we're gonna get quite a bit of fallout. And my skin, I was out this morning, and I actually should have touched that with like one of those blotting pads. My skin is so oily, oh my goodness, and I really do need blotting pads, and I didn't actually blot my skin with anything before I started filming this, so I probably look a mess in the camera, and I apologize for that. So that is a Peaches pigment. I do not have any eyeliner out here with me. That is in my bathroom. So I'm just going to cap this up. So it's all over my eyeliner. No, I would not go out like this. I would put more eyeliner over top of it and then just wipe off my eyeliner so it, just knock that on the floor there. So it doesn't get inside the bottle. And now we are going to use it. So far my suspicions were correct. I do appreciate the Peaches, albeit it's double the price, or maybe more than the Wet n Wild. But if you're just having like a quick makeup day, there's nothing wrong with the Wet n Wild. Nothing at all. Wet n Wild is still an amazing product for what you are paying, and I can appreciate that. I understand that the price point is lower. So I would expect to get maybe, sometimes you do get some good stuff, maybe a little lower quality. No, I actually like both of these. These are both quite pretty. You know, I'm shocked. I'm truly shocked. I thought when I'm going into this, I would like Peaches better because the price point is higher, and that is not true. So if you do appreciate loose eyeshadow, and I do, I just tried it as a different medium. I wanted to play with a couple different things. I was kind of a little bored of just eyeshadow. I also really love this stuff for the inner corners. There's lots of great colors for the inner corner. Like Bollywood is a really, really nice color for the inner corner of the eye. If I had a smaller brush, I would put it, actually, maybe I can do it. That's a big brush, but I'll leave it the one brush out. We'll see. I could screw this up, like, to the heavens. Yeah, okay, I messed that up. But since we're already down this path, why don't we just... It's really great for the inner corners of the eye, just to, like, give that a little bit of a lift with the correct brush, not this one. Get a little pencil brush to do this. And both of these loose eyeshadows are eye safe. I should mention that when you're purchasing glitter or loose eyeshadow or pigment or whatever you want to call it, read the packaging. Make sure it says it is eye safe. And I know that sounds kind of like common sense, but you would be very surprised at how many people I've talked to that will buy glitter from the craft store, like the dollar store, and proceed to put it on their eyelids. Craft glitter, and if you want to call this glitter or eyeshadow glitter or whatever, like cosmetic glitter, are not the same thing. Craft glitter is typically made from sharper pieces of plastic. Yes, they're small, but they're abrasive and they're jagged, and they will scratch your eyes. That's why it's $1 for like 100 pounds of craft glitter. Glitter eyeshadow, body glitter, biodegradable glitters, pigments that are sold for the eyes are not made of the same materials. They're not made of jagged, sharp little bits of plastic or, what is the word I'm looking for? I honestly can't remember. It is a type of very, very abrasive material that they use to kind of bulk up craft glitter. I can't think of it right now. It doesn't matter. Just don't put craft glitter, please, on your eyes because you will scratch them. This stuff is actually made of material that can get in your eyes and won't harm your eyes. I'm not saying spill it in your eyes, but you know what I mean. Anyways, that is it for me, guys. Thank you for watching my videos. I really do appreciate that you show up here every week. I do try to post content every single week, even if it's not the video that I intended to post, hence this, but I do try to find something that I can do to sort of like, you know, give you something to watch for the week and maybe do a little comparison, products here, products there. And I appreciate you coming back and watching my videos and hanging out with me. I will see you on the next video. hopefully my things arrive from England and we can film some more comparisons and it should be really fun. Bye guys!